Hello and welcome back to Rhonda Says, Healthy Living from A to Z. We are on Chapter E today, Emotional Tune-Up. In the Chapter A prep, I asked you to get curious about your emotions and what they might be cueing you to pay attention to. So today, I want you to think about what your emotions could be cueing you and maybe what need is there that hasn't been addressed. Neurolinguistic programming is something that has really helped me to help other people deal with their emotions and what their emotions are trying to tell them. If you think about Tony Robbins, he does the same kind of thing. What I want you to do is think about the positive intention behind the emotion. So the emotion may be something horrible. It may be anger. It may be impatience. But I want you to think about what is that emotion cueing you about? What is your mind trying to get your attention on? So you write down the emotion itself, and then you write down the behavior. So the emotion and the behavior. When I feel this emotion, it causes me to behave XYZ. Then you take it to the next step. What could possibly be the positive intention behind this emotion and this behavior? You have to do a little bit of self-talk to figure this out. I give you an example in the book. I want to give you another example, one that I see commonly in my practice. And that is someone that's coming in with pain. So when someone comes in with pain, sometimes they have lived with this pain for a really long time. And sometimes they have kind of lost who they are, who they were before the pain. So I want to tell you about a conversation I had with a lady. She was in pain, and I knew that we were going to be able to help her, but one of the things I've learned is to ask, who are you when you're no longer in pain? And she said no one had ever asked her that question before, so she needed some time to think about it. I gave her that time, of course. And when we continued the conversation, she couldn't really remember who she was, but she remembered that she did everything herself. She did all the housework, she did all the cooking, she did all the running the kids around to their different activities, and she felt like she did everything on her own and never had any help. So when we kept talking about it, and I kept asking her, do you want to be out of pain? And of course she does. Of course she wants to be out of pain. But then I said, how would your life change if you're out of pain? And she said, well, I could go shopping. I could do this. I could do that. I said, what else would change? And she just stopped and she started to cry. And she said, I would have to do everything by myself again. What just happened there? What did we uncover? What we uncovered was that the pain was doing something positive. And just as you have to get rid of the negative, you also sometimes have to get rid of some positives. She was afraid that if she gets better, then once again, she's not going to have any help. And she went on further to say that she felt like she would lose some of the attention that her husband currently gives her. Wow. I'm sure some of you guys can feel the same way and can relate to this story, because I've heard this type of story many times. So how do you fix this? Well, the first thing you have to fix is the fear of how your life is going to change if you change the behavior. Maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had. Maybe there are some boundaries that need to be made. Now, she did the hard work, and now she lives without pain. And guess what? Her family still helps her. So she was able to get what she wanted without having to sacrifice what she feared. So So in your emotional tune-up, I want you to ask yourself some hard questions. What am I feeling? How am I behaving? And what is the positive intention behind this? What needs to change if I really want to make the lasting change? You can do this. I have faith that you can do this. It may be hard, but it's possible. So until next time, journey on.